everyone, welcome back. Today is a simple nighttime skincare routine, and when I say simple, it is super duper simple. We have approached the end of the year where the weather is a lot drier. Obviously winter on the other side, on this other side harmattan. So today I have a little bit of makeup, and then I used my mineral SPF because, like I told you, the harmattans are already sniffing in and the sun is not smiling. So there was a reapplication of SPF, mineral SPF. I do mineral SPF. I do not do chemical SPF. So I'm going in with my micellar water. I don't know if I've said it before, even if I have not, but I believe I have. Any product you see me use on my channel, like, will I say 95% of the products I use on my channel, I can't even remember using some other products that are not mine, are actually mine. Actually mine. My name is Asma Zakari. I'm a Nigerian based cosmetic formulator for skin of color and also hair of color, melanated hair, basically 4C type of hair or 3C or 3A, yeah, kind of hair. So basically I deal with skin and hair care products surrounding the melanin skin, favoring the melanin skin. So I'm using my micellar water. I'm going to come up with a video about the difference between micellar water and a cleansing oil or a makeup remover balm or a cream, because I have those two as well in my product line. I have a makeup remover cream, yeah, so I'm going to come in with that. All right. Okay, so basically I've cleaned the SPF. Some people will tell you that sunscreen gives them acne or it breaks them out. Yes, it's possible. I won't doubt that. One thing about sunscreen is the fact that it needs to be treated just like the way you treat your makeup, and a lot of people tend to discard it or take it for granted. You need to take your time to take out your sunscreen. Yeah, and it's very important. Though most of the time when I'm taking out sunscreen, I use micellar water, except if maybe I wear makeup, so much makeup, like today it wasn't that much makeup, only my eyebrows, so I used only the micellar water. I'm talking too much. So moving on to the next skincare product, I'm using a face wash, and that's a double cleansing method, right? I'm sure this thing information has even been overflowed in the social media, so I don't need to explain too much. So I'm using this face wash. This is an infusion with clove. That's why it has this color. And I don't know, if you don't know, you will know now that clove contains beautiful benefit for the skin. It contains a certain ingredient called the eugenol, and the eugenol is very beneficial to the skin. Yeah, so I'm going in like this, and my face is damp from the micellar water, right? So I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to go to the washroom right now, wash my face properly, then proceed with the other products. Yeah? Okay, so I've washed my face. I've washed off the face wash. So I'm moving in with my toner, with my facial toner. And I'm going to use my palms for it. Yeah, like this. Going to the weather. If using toners were optional for you before, I think this time around is no longer optional. It's compulsory, honestly speaking, because a lot of time some sort of premature wrinkles on the face, especially on the forehead, around the eye, smile line, could actually come up as a result of lack of hydration. Even though some people use sheet masks and all of that, that also gives hydration. Nice one. But if you do not use those sheet masks, like myself, I've never used that mask before, those hydrating masks, I've never used them. I just do my toner and my hydrating essence. You can see how I'm going over with my toner. Sometimes I could layer my toner almost up to 2 or 3 times depending on the weather and depending on the mood. Okay, like the reason why I am going this extra layers with the toner is owing to the fact that I am going to use a retinol Yes, some people have this mindset of, okay, during the winter months or the harmattan months, they're going to stay away from retinol because of its dry nature. There's really no need for that. There's no need for that. All you just need to do is to give it a beautiful canvas or pad it properly, that kind of thing. Some people say buffer it or so. Just know that yes, extra hydration needs to come into play. You can see how I'm adding my toner. In fact, I'm even still going in with an extra. Yeah, you can never get tired of your toner in your skincare when you understand the benefit of hydrating the skin. To be honest with you, hydrating the skin is a very important step in skincare, to be honest, especially when you are above 30. The lipid barrier has sort of dropped, so there's this need for extra moisture slash hydration to the skin. And to be honest with you, hydration helps to keep the skin looking supple. Yeah, so now I'm going to just let it sit in for a while before I go in with my 0.5% retinol. Now this is it. I have two strengths of retinol. Yeah, I have 1% and I have 0.5%, but owing to the fact that the weather is sort of dried, and that is why I decided to go for 0.5%. It works fine as well. In fact, even fewer or lesser irritation than even this 0.1. Do you understand? It's not like the 0.1 irritate. No, my skin can actually take it, even though not every day, but my skin tends to be able to tolerate 0.5 almost every day, with the exception of the days that I'm using my AHA or my BHA. I will definitely have to take out retinol, but basically 0.5 is very, very friendly. Yeah, so when you find maybe your tretinoin being a little bit too stripping this season, why don't you try going for something lower? It might work. Personally, for me, I'm on 0.5 for now, but with some rare occasions of adding 1%, but for now I'm on 0.5%. So I'm going to let this sort of sit in and even dry before I go on with my retinol serum. Yeah, so I'm going in now with my 0.5% retinol after the toner has settled in. Yeah, so owing to the fact, like I told you, I also have a strength of 1% that I also use. So my skin sort of, like I told you, has this high tolerance for 0.5, even though the reason why I switched to 0.5 is because of the weather right now. These days, intentionally, we're hydrating my skin, we're hydrating essences and hydrating toner. I noticed that even when I bring down my retinol to my neck, I do not have that unnecessarily itching any longer, owing to the fact that I prefer lactic acid AHA, but not on the same day with retinol. Okay, on different days actually. Though I've seen some myths, or let's say some broken myth, I would say, that people said retinol and lactic acid in the same formula, it's not bad, but honestly I can't take that risk, and I won't also advise you to take that risk either. Yes, and there's something I want to add. As a Nigerian based cosmetic formulator, I do not formulate bleaching products. I think it's very important for me to add this in my bio. Yes, so I formulate proper cosmetics. Vitamin A is not a bleaching product. Retinol is not a bleaching product. Vitamin B is not a bleaching product. My face washes, and there's something very important again I want to add. If you want to use retinol, I would advise you to not use soaps on the face, please. Why? Because soaps have very high alkaline tendency, like nothing like most bar soaps, aside from some other few formulation of bar soaps. Example of one of those bar soaps that are actually acidic, not alkaline, because it's not really a soap per se, not your normal cold process or hot process soap. Is the Dove. So that one is on another different level. And your face washes are still better off if you're using your retinol, because this season where the weather is dry and you now use soap to strip out your skin the more, then go on with any of those retinol, you're going to get yourself into trouble. I'm telling you, you're going to get, so don't complain when you get yourself into trouble, okay? So try to go for face washes. Do not find other alternatives of using face soap, especially this Gingseng. I don't know what the obsession with that whitening soap is with a lot of my Nigerian people. I don't really know. Some people are actually crying of it, oh, that is hurting their skin, but they still continue to use it. Nah, I'm tired, though. I'm tired of saying one thing over and over again, but then it is what I signed for. It's my job. So avoid soaps, bar soaps, hard bar soaps, alkaline soaps on the face. Go for facial washes, yes, or a gentle soap like Dove. There are soaps that are not really soaps, and they are much more friendly for the skin because they mimic the pH of the skin. So I'll wait for this to set in a little bit before I go on with my hydrating essence. Okay, so now my retinol has set in, so I'm moving on to my hydrating essence. Yeah, so adding another layer of hydration, very important. So this is more like a sandwiching method, but I'm not sandwiching with a cream. Instead, I'm sandwiching with a toner first, then over the retinol, the hydrating essence. So basically that's it. So adding extra hydration in order to reduce the drying effect of retinol in general, irrespective of which one. They have that similar characteristics of drying out the skin. So I'm going to let this set in before I go on with my vitamin B cream on the face. Obviously that's it. So before then, I would not forget my lip care, and that is moisturizing the lips as well. Very important, right? So I'll let this set in before I come in for the last but not the least stage, that is the moisturizing stage, right? Yeah. While I'm buying time for the hydrating essence to settle in before I moisturize, let me give you a quick rundown of the products that I have used so far till this point. My micellar water, followed by my face wash, which was obviously the double cleansing method. Then I went in with my toner, afterwards my retinol at 0.5%. Then I went on it with my hydrating essence. So last but not the least, I'm going on with a moisturizer, a vitamin B moisturizer niacinamide at 5%. So basically all of these products are products from my product line. So feel free to place orders when you want to also be part of an awesome skincare routine with products from yours truly, Asma Zakari. So I'm going to let this sit in for a while, then over with my moisturizer, and basically that's the end of my nighttime skincare routine. Yeah, beginners might want to ask the question, is this your regular skincare routine? Yes and no. There are times that there are some alterations here and there. Yes, we cannot say categorically that we have a fixed nighttime skincare routine. Why? Because there are some ingredients that might not mix together. Yes, on the nights where I'm using retinol, I would definitely not use my lactic acid or my salicylic acid along those lines. I might use azelaic acid, but there was something I noticed: regular use of azelaic acid and retinol causes sort of dryness to my skin, like sort of an intense dryness to my skin, even if I indulge in hydration and moisturizing, especially my forehead. I will develop this dryness and itching, and owing to the fact that I have a combination skin, so that dry side of my skin becomes too irritated, and I really don't like that feeling. So I rather alternate the nights where I want to use azelaic acid, or I would use the azelaic acid and retinol on the same night, but on very rare occasions, maybe just once a week or even once in 2 weeks, depending on my skin condition at that moment, because it is only when it's that time of the month that I battle breakouts. Yeah, mostly acne, rosacea, obviously. So aside from that, I rather use retinol and azelaic acid on alternate days. If you have an oily skin, I think you could work with that. If you have a dry skin, I would say don't do that. If you have a combination skin like mine, even if you must do that, it should be an occasional thing, not a regular thing. Yeah, something around. So my hydrating essence is almost dry. I want it to really sit in before I go in with my moisturizer. So moving over to the last step of the night, which is moisturizing. I don't see why you should run away from moisturizing. Moisturizing is key. Moisturizing is a very important skincare routine, very necessary. And afterwards, I would go on to moisturize my whole body with my body moisturizer and sealing it with an oil. The reason is the fact that this weather is dry. Like, of course, like I said, the harmattan is already setting in gradually. Before harmattan, this might have been an occasional, not okay. This is what I mean. I would moisturize every day, daily, of course, but not necessarily seal with oil. But owing to the fact that it is the harmattan period now, so this combination now is compulsory. Moisturize first and going with an oil. I know some people can be lazy about that, but honestly speaking, going in with a moisturizer then following up to sealing with an oil, it's one of the best decisions you can make for your skin this period, this dry season. Okay, so I'm just going to massage my moisturizer onto the skin. Now this is a 5% niacinamide moisturizer, and niacinamide, that is vitamin B3 and any form of retinol, they are a very good combination. Honestly, it's a very good combination. So this brings me to the end of my beginner nighttime skincare routine. Honestly, this is the beginner friendly nighttime skincare routine, owing to the fact that I didn't even go in with a high strength retinol. I went in with a 0.5, which is friendly for beginners, to be honest. Yeah, even when you're starting any form, your tretinoin or whatever form of retinol, is advisable for you to start small. Start on very less days. What I mean by less days, maybe start once a week. Before, after a while, when your skin is cool with it, you can step up to twice, you can step up to 3 times, yes, even 4 if your skin can actually withstand it. Yeah, and in between depends on whatever you're adding in as your skincare routine based on your skin demands. Otherwise, this brings me to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hope to see you in another video soon. Bye.